NFC North. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league.
Putting a receiver in motion. To the air on first down. Sanders. Bengals get to him and take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just... nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
And he's got enough to midfield and into Browns territory.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow on the play action. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action now. Burrow. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. First and 10 from the 32. Again, it's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is first and goal. Man in motion here. From the red zone now. Taken in by Chase, left side. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. To throw now is Sanders. Short pass brought in. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's caught. Judy has it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cleveland.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Sanders going to throw here on first. Sends this to the end zone. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Burrow on first down. And he puts him in with this one. Right.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, here's Burrow. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another game to Judkins. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a...
That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. That's Tillman on a quick slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup. Motion the tight end over. Here's Judkins on second down. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talked about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Sanders now on third down. His running back hauls it in deep right. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
On the give, here's Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. Going deep on the line. Oh, the ball is out. When they got it back, they can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this fourth down. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Burrow now on first down. Next on the crosser. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone on first. Dumped off to his running back. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a second-quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7.
Round 7.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, here's Sanders. That's completed right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Another one for Dunkins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more from Paycor Stadium on the other side. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Sanders going to look to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Gets him on the in route. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll ball his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the pistol, here's Junkins. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On a return, this is Piron. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And they'll have enough time to try to get it into field goal range. Just a shade over 40 seconds remaining. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from the 37. On 1st down, here's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Burrow to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Burrow. He takes it himself. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Play action now, Burrow. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They've got first down here from the 36. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air again, it's Burrow. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him on the slant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught. Chase has it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first one. You just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Browns 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. It's Judkins on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
One of the tight ends motions right. A first down carry for Brown. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. From the gun, Jrob. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Air it out on third. He's got Gesicki complete. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Burrow setting the throw. Pass is caught at the 9. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Bengals 28, Browns 14.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Cincinnati.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Shudkin in the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys. Up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
With a gun, here's Sanders. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Sanders. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following a turnover. Gets it to him on the screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Burrow from the gun. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
T. Higgins. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Third and long, they're going to throw. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, Sanders. Lofts it deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yeah, no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On a return, this is Piron. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Burrow finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
3rd down, get to Brown. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. And just a couple seconds before the 2-minute warning, the defense calls a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Escapes a defender. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals lead by 15 now.
Browns 20.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Sanders back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
To number 16. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Browns 27.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Here's a design run. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.